Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today what I'm going to do is I've got a directory that's full of files, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop through the directory. I'm going to open and read the files, and I'm going to copy the content of all the files, the multiple files, into one separate file. So I'll just show you. So files, and we've got some files here, A, B, C, and they've all got information in. We're going to loop through those. We're going to copy the information out of there and create a new file with all the information in. So let's start, shall we? So I'm going to create a subroutine. It's going to be read, copy. I'm going to print enter path. Okay, so we're going to do chomp by scalar path, standard input, and then we're going to do CHDIR, change directory into that path. Okay, so basically we enter the path and then we change directory into the path. Let's do another one where we print out a message to the user telling the user what to do. So enter file type. So file type can be anything like .txt, for example. Okay. And we're just going to do a chomp there, chomp. Let's do my. I'm going to call it scalar file type. Is equal to standard input here. This will get the input from the user. Now I'm going to create an array, call it files. I'm going to assign it to blog there. Okay, and we're going to give it the path that we're going to be working with, which is path there, and the asterisk. Okay, so then we're going to do files, and we're going to assign that to grep, because grep will do the search here, and that's going to be scalar file type. Search globally for the file type and files. So that's the array of files that we'll be searching in. Now we're going to do the for each loop. We're going to loop through the folder and through the files. So we create a variable called file that we'll be using to loop through. Then the array of files that we'll be looping through. We're going to print a message to the reader so the reader knows what's happening. So that's going to be print reading files, new line. Okay, then we're going to pause it for 1 second, so we're going to sleep it for 1 second. Okay, then we're going to use the open here. This is going to be scalar file handler to read the files. Scalar file. So we're looping through those and we're opening and reading them. Then we're going to give it a generic error message if something goes wrong, so or die error. So if there's a problem, it'll throw an error message for us. Okay, now we're going to do the while loop. So while, I'm going to create a scalar variable called my scalar line, and we're going to assign that to the file handler. Here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to print out the line. That's going to be scalar line here. Okay, so I'm not actually going to create a new file with this one. With the next program that I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new file and print it into that. With this, we're just going to print it on the screen so you can see the output of all the files. And then all we have to do is underneath here is to close the scalar file handler, this one here. So that's the first one we're going to close. That. Okay, let me just bump this up a little bit here, and let me just save that. So what we're going to do is we're going to enter in a path here, and then we're going to enter in a file type that we're going to search for. That file type is going to be .txt, and then we're going to read all those files into an array, and then we're going to search the array for the particular file type in that array, and we're going to loop through it. We're going to tell the readers that we're reading the files. We're going to pause it for 1 second to make it look like it's working, and then we're going to read the files, and then we're going to copy the lines in the files onto the screen. So all we have to do now is call the program. This is called read copy. Okay, so here we go. Let's run the program. Okay, define subroutine. Oh, okay, I made a typo, haven't I? Okay, that's the typo. Okay, let's run this. Okay, so we're going to enter a path. Let me just check out the path. So it's going to be to files. Okay, let's make it bigger. So that's going to be C. Users mark desktop and files, enter file type .txt, reading files. Hello, this is a file. So there we go, we've read those 3 files, we've looped over them. The first one, hello, and then reading files, second one, this, and reading files is a file. So there you go. Bob's your uncle and Fanny is your auntie. I hope you enjoyed that, and remember, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscription button below. Give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in another video. Bye-bye.